Colorado merchants began selling marijuana for recreational use on January 1st. And already the variety of new merchandise is mind-blowing.
There's a lot of products.
From plant varieties, each with its own smell and unique characteristics, to trendy vaporizers, drinks, and don't forget the food. Swedish fish, sweet and sours, and so-called oatmeal sandwiches, just to name a few. In many ways, Colorado is still in the honeymoon phase of marijuana legalization. People here are caught up in the excitement of new products and new growth. And the governor is looking forward to more than $90 million in new tax revenue this year, all from marijuana. But many health and youth advocates say not so fast. After working in tobacco education for years, Bob Doyle now speaks out against marijuana.
We know what's coming, and this is really, if we don't stop it, this is the birth of the next tobacco industry. It's going to be like every other drug, where the societal costs are much bigger than what any community is going to make on this.
Costs like treating marijuana addiction. Specialists say they're inundated with requests, and student use is quickly rising thanks to the legalization of medical marijuana. Twice as many Denver 8th graders use pot than other 8th graders across the country, and almost 1/3 of Denver high school seniors consume the drug.
Legalizing it creates more promotion, creates greater access to the drug, and also legitimizes the drug.
One of the products Doyle is most concerned about, this sleek-looking vaporizer.
Rolling Stone magazine called them the iPod of getting baked.
It's also a concealer, in many cases looking just like an e-cigarette. Youth advocates say marijuana edibles pose another danger, attracting young people by marketing a wholesome, healthy image. Joe McGuire works at a Colorado Springs drug testing company and finds many kids are simply not concerned about pot.
They say, it's good for us, it's a medicine, it's healthy.
Parents, she says, often contribute to this false sense of security, not realizing that today's marijuana is much more potent than the drug of their day.
One time we heard a dad say, well, I mean, they're just gonna like sleep all the time and have munchies, like what's the big deal? Well, we're seeing withdrawal signs of anger and rage and real withdrawal when they can't have their product.
I think the schools are very concerned about students, coming to school under the influence.
Chris Harms of the State School Safety Resource Center hopes parents will teach their children about the dangers of pot. She also has a message for other states that envy Colorado's seeming financial windfall.
People may see the tax money that's being generated, but not thinking about all the other hidden costs of marijuana. I mean, we don't know, for instance, how many more substance abuse treatment facilities we're going to need.
Legalization supporters say they also believe in educating kids about the dangers of marijuana. But they argue that legalization is the best way to limit their access. CBN News interviewed Mason Tvert last year before he became a national spokesman for the Marijuana Policy Project.
We know that alcohol prohibition failed and caused more problems than it solved. So we're in the similar situation with marijuana, where we need to do everything we can to keep marijuana away from young people, and that includes regulating it and controlling it and taxing it.
It will be years before the smoke clears and we understand the full effect of legalization. Financial experts say taxes will fluctuate as other states join Colorado and the marketplace experiments with pricing, products, and developing efficiencies. On the downside, questions remain on how much addiction rates will grow, what it will mean for education, and creating a competitive workforce. In the meantime, McGuire is beefing up her staff after a recent spike in positive tests. And Doyle will continue to educate in the hopes of preventing the downward spirals he's already seen.
I can't tell you how many times I've had, the mother or father who come up to me and say, I had the good student, the good athlete, and they've been smoking marijuana and it's no longer. Their motivation is gone, their academics have gone down, their athletics have gone away, and it's horrifying.
Reporting in Denver, Heather Sells, CBN News.